Welcome back. St. Lucians received a blast from the past on Thursday's National Day as they were treated to the good old activities from yesteryear. Fresh from the annual Juve, the younger generation got a taste of decades-old treats, including the greasy pole, greasy pig, and the canoe race, all activities which were discontinued over 30 years ago.
Thursday's National Day was one which has seemingly breathed new life onto old St. Lucian traditions which lay dormant for decades. The older generation were treated with a blast of nostalgia, whilst the seed of hope and a thirst for upholding said traditions were planted in the hearts of youngsters who got to witness activities which were enjoyed by the folks of yesteryear. Castries Mayor Peterson Francis spoke to Hot 7 News about the resurrection of old-time fun as he stood by enjoying the day's events, including the bicycle race and the greasy pole.
What is happening, I realize what is happening in St. Lucia is that we are now hungry for the past, for things that we enjoyed in our younger years. And today has showed me all the testimony that if you look at what has happened in the gardens of the greasy pole and the greasy pig, you realize that St. Lucians forget about every other thing and come together when it is a common goal. Things that they appreciated before and things that they are looking forward now.
Francis said himself and his office are keen to do their part in keeping the traditions alive, alongside those who have been fighting to do so themselves.
I've just learned there is a gentleman who have been trying to keep these things together. And all what St. Lucian's looking for is assistance. And I think that is the key to it. That a lot of them want to do a lot of things, but they don't have the means to do it. And I think that it's time that we come to the assistance of these people. I heard a gentleman has been keeping the youngsters very active as far as cycling is concerned. And I think something has to be done about that. So at the CCC, with myself and the councillors, we are doing everything to assist everything that is good for the city and St. Lucia on the whole.
One happy spectator of the day's activities expressed his overall joy at the reintroduction of the age-old activities.
For 4 decades, 13th of December have never been like that before. And today, the mayor have brought it back. And we have seen the best of it, the tours, the cycle race, the greasy pole, and the boat race. And we feel to ourselves that it should continue next year and be bigger. I never thought that we'd ever seen that happen again. And I'm thanking the mayor for this.
Other activities which were reintroduced were the greasy pig, canoe racing, and the parade of toes. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I am Rochelle Gonzalez.
For the past 3 years, the National Lotteries Authority has made it its business to spread Christmas cheer to people across St. Lucia. This year, the Christmas train made its stop in the constituencies of Micoud North and Micoud South. Nisha Charles reports.
Every year, the St. Lucia National Lotteries Authority takes the opportunity to spread Christmas cheer to children across the island. It's the organization's way of giving back to its customers and fostering a spirit of giving during the holidays. In past years, the NLA's Christmas train has made stops in Dennery South and Vieux-Fort North. This time around, the train stopped in the Micoud North and Micoud South constituencies. Although 6 schools were chosen to take part in the activity, the giving did not end there. Any and every child was welcome to come along the Christmas train.
The numbers have been good. The schools, the turnout from both the parents and the children have been very good, I must say. At Micoud, we had a very large number of kids and parents, so we are very happy with what we're seeing. Every year we try to give back to our customers, our people. So this is what we've been doing for the past 3 years. That's what we've been doing, to give back to the kids, make sure that they are having a Merry Christmas.
For schools like Micoud Primary, the occasion was a significant one, as the school dealt with a number of challenges throughout the school term. The principal welcomed the initiative by the National Lotteries Authority.
It's been a very interesting term for us. You know, we're going through different transitions physically as well as our instructional program. And so to bring the term to an end, what better way but to celebrate as a community? We have the entire school here, the staff is here, we have our total population, 365 students, and to top it off, we have NLA with presents for every child today. Thank you, NLA. I mean, our words can't express how grateful we are today, because it's not very often that you have other corporate bodies just deciding to take on a venture like this. And for this, we are really grateful. We're hoping it's the beginning of a long-standing partnership with Miko Primary and NLA, because clearly this is about love and good cheer, and we're enjoying this today.
Every year, the NLA sets aside some of its profits for youth development across St. Lucia. For the Hot 7 News, Nisha Charles reporting.
A two-day policy forum, which formed part of the Livity project, recently concluded at the Bay Gardens Inn this week. The event sought to shed light on the issue of economic exclusion and to pave the way for persons living with disabilities, as well as members of the LGBT community.
The Bay Gardens Inn was the host this week for the first policy forum in the Livity project, which seeks to give a voice to persons in society who have been plagued with unfair and unequal treatment in the business sector. The project is a 4-year, 7-country partnership funded by the European Union. Lecturer at the University of West Indies Institute for Development Studies, Dr. Tonya Haynes, said the project is intended to foster progressive policy making, which includes many groups in the Caribbean that have been historically and continue to be marginalized.
We're working with persons with disabilities, lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender persons, women and girls, youth and the elderly. And the purpose for our policy forum today was, one, to raise the level of economic literacy among these groups, because, you know, when it comes to the economy, it's so important that you cannot just leave that to economists, and we need to make sure that ordinary Caribbean people understand what is happening in their countries and societies, and also how the different policy decisions that are taken impact and affect them, and also how they can be part, and the fact that they should be part of participating in making those decisions.
Dr. Haynes, who is also part of the Livity project team, said one of the main focal points is education, and so they will be working on economy literacy with the help of UE, civil society organizations and government representatives. Other focal points, she said, includes youth unemployment, among others.
And we know that youth unemployment in the region is particularly high. It's as high as almost 50% in some of our Eastern Caribbean islands. So thinking about how we might re-engineer our education systems to make them more fit for purpose, so that our young people come out with skills and are able to really take their place in our societies and economies. We also heard from members of the deaf community who were able to share with us about their own experiences of being excluded from education and from receiving this, similar kinds of education and certification. So going to schools that actually don't do CXCs, and then the ways in which employment opportunities are curtailed just because of prejudice and ignorance. So bringing all of these diverse groups of people into the room, diverse Caribbean people with our, wonderful Caribbean fire and spirit and our thoughts and ideas, really working together to see how we can make a much more inclusive region.
Dr. Haynes said the project team is looking to build coalitions with the different groups to have a stronger voice together when trying to achieve social change in the region. The Livity project partnered with the Eastern Caribbean Alliance for Diversity and Equality, ECADE, and the Barbados Council for the Disabled. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I am Rochelle Gonzalez.
Do stay with us, the news will be right back. You get to find out a little more about Hot 7 TV.